All right. Gonna try to make this work. I don't know if I can, right? I don't think I have the right equipment to make it work, and there's probably gonna be a lot of feedback. But my wife, who you can see right now, is joining Spazzing Out America's podcast that you could get Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify. Wherever you get your podcast, you can get my podcast. Go to anthonypazziali.com. Over 500 episodes of Spazzing Out America's podcast. Killing it on Spotify. Close to 10,000 streams every time I post, but I have like 2 followers on YouTube, 2 followers, 3. No, you know what? I have 8 followers on Rumble. So you can watch the live feed on Rumble. Right now we're on Rumble, Twitter, and we're on YouTube. If you want to check out the live feed. Twitter, I have a decent amount of followers, but nobody really pays attention. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to bring my wife aboard for a certain topic today. I'm gonna let my wife say hi because I wanna see if this works. Hon, can you talk and see if we're getting major feedback?
I mean, I can hear your echo like crazy.
If I put the mic on mute, right? Let you right now when I'm talking, are you getting a lot of feedback?
Yeah, because I can hear you in the next room.
Because you can hear me in the next room. All right. Well, let's try to get through it. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work with the beautiful Kaylee Lombardo, guys. It's my lady. She has Cheeky by Kaylee. Hon, where's the Cheeky sign? Is it behind you? Can you duck? There it is. Cheeky by Kaylee. Babe, why don't you tell the people what you can get? Give us a little info on Cheeky by Kaylee while I look up this topic.
Ooh. So Cheeky by Kaylee is like a hodgepodge of like sweary, funny awesomeness. Like I started it during the pandemic because I love wearing lashes. And I was like, why not start my own lash line with these like funny sayings? So I started out with like 6 core lashes, including like 3 real mink, and the others are very high, like the highest quality you can get, like mink lookalike. So like this is an empty case, but these are my
You can swear on it. It's okay.
I just want to no, I know. I just want to kind of like close the box so it looks nicer. These are my fuck shit up lashes. So just to give you a little idea of like
where are the lashes? There's no lashes in the box.
Because I probably used them.
Right behind you. There's a whole bunch behind you.
Oh.
Right behind you. Right up on the thing.
Oh, well, these are like my old ones. But like, yeah, these are like when I first came out with it, I didn't have packaging like that. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think they can see it. But like that's kind of what they used to look like. And then now like I have different packaging, so I made it look fun. And then like I have my own glue. Oh, it's backwards, sorry.
You know what, hon? Hold on for a second. You know what sucks? The people that are listening on the podcast aren't going to be able to see this. So if you go to cheekybykaylee.com?
Yep.
So go to cheekybykaylee.com or check her out on Instagram and you can see all the cool things. Bro, buy something. My kids, they're hungry. They need to eat. We need food. Please, for the love of God. Either get me at your house to remove something or buy something from my wife's website. Otherwise, we're gonna be like liberal mutants living off Biden. We're gonna need it.
Should we do a giveaway?
I mean, you can if you want. What do you want to give away?
Let's do like a secret giveaway just like for fun. Okay, so what's the secret word? The first person to listen to this podcast to message Anthony on what do you want them to message you on? Is it Rumble?
I don't want anybody to fucking message me. What do you mean? I hate being bothered. Message me. How about they message you?
No.
You deal with it. I don't want to fucking deal.
Message me on
my... This is the shit that I have to deal with. My wife loves to pass responsibility onto me. Here, let's give away something on your show and you fucking handle it. No, how about you give something away?
Yeah, but it's my stuff, so you don't have to pay for it.
No,
any earring you want. Look at these fun earrings. Look. How about, okay, the code is Cheeky. So CHEEKY. So if you message me on my business Instagram, Cheeky by Kaylee, and just all you have to put in the message is Cheeky. Okay? I'll know you listen to this podcast and you will choose any earring you want. Okay? Look at all these.
Nobody wants fucking earrings.
Only one person gets it. So the first one to do it. Everyone wants free earrings. They're cute.
All right, bro. Slide into my wife's DM and put in what did you say? Cheeky by Kaylee. Slide in like a scumbag into my wife's DM. No funny stuff though,
For
guys.
your wife.
Don't be trying to hit on my lady. All right, hon, let's do this topic. We have to pick up our daughter. Our daughter's at school. We need to scoop her up. All right, so there are 10 highly specific turnoffs. 10 highly specific turnoffs that people will dump somebody for. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it. We'll start with the first one. Number 1, people will dump somebody if they have bad body odor. Will you date someone? Will you get rid of somebody? I don't count. We've been together for too long, and I'm sure if in the beginning, if I had bad body odor, you might have bounced. Now it doesn't matter because we've been together for like 15 years. But let's say you just started dating somebody and they smelt like shit all the time. What would you do?
I don't know because like, sometimes I don't wear like I don't know. I've forgot to wear deodorant before and like it's more that I'm usually the stinky one. But for me, it's like a breath thing. It's not like if you want to categorize that as body odor, breath, like ew. If you have fucking bad breath, don't it's just like disgusting. I'm sorry. Because like when you're dating someone, like you want to talk to them. And if you're like talking to them face to face and you have bad breath, dude, like no. Like take care of that shit. Get the fucking tonsil stones out of your fucking tonsils, whatever the fuck is doing that to you, and fix your shit.
What do you like a guy to smell like? Like for what for example, I
Don't
like to
you
wear
dare,
Old Spice.
Anthony. I know where you're going with this. No, can I just say, so like when we first started dating, he was like DJing at the time, and I was like, oh, what's that smell? And he was like, what do you mean? Everyone loves this cologne. And I was like, why? And he's like, because it reminds them of their fathers. And I was like, what?
All right, so wait. Let me tell everybody the story. Here's the deal. I believe that Old Spice, every girl, now it's a generational thing. So your chick has to be, your dad, their father has to be a boomer, has to be in that 65 plus age group. They grew up wearing Old Spice. So if you wear Old Spice as an aftershave, chicks will go bonkers because it reminds them of their dad. 100%. I haven't had, hun, when was the last time I had Old Spice? And I had it on the other day. And what did you say? What did you say?
It did smell good. Like I bought it for him for Christmas. Only because he pointed it out and he was like, ooh, Old Spice. I haven't had that in my ringer for a while.
Babe, you jumped my bones. You were like, ooh, I got an extra present for you. Immediately. You were all over it.
No, I didn't. Oh
yes, you were. You were like, oh, let's have another kid.
Shut up. Get out of here.
All right. All right. What's no, seriously. So smell in general, if you're meeting a guy for the first time, if he has bad breath, you're out.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Gross.
What about the next one is pretending to be more knowledgeable about something than they really are. So like, for example,
so
they start
annoying.
talking to you about hair and they think they know about hair. And it's like, bud, my wife is a cutter. I don't know what the fuck an esthetician. Is that what they call them?
No, I'm not a cutter. I swear. What the fuck?
Well, what do? You're a beautician.
I'm not an esthetician, Anthony. Like, really? Who are you?
Is it a beautician? She's a beautician.
I'm a cosmetologist. I do fucking hair.
Cosmetologist. She's a cosmetologist. She works at DraftKings and some other place in Reading. Bells in Reading. All right. So anyway, at any rate, right? When a guy, and I know I do this all the time, so I don't know why the fuck you're with me. When you're talking to a guy and he pretends to know more about a topic than he really does, thoughts?
Oh, it's like awful. It's the most annoying thing. Like, especially like you have to kind of like, I'm the type of person, like I'll just stay quiet. Like if I'm like annoyed by someone, I'll just be like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's super annoying. That's definitely like a trigger for me.
Give me an example.
I know someone really well that does that a lot.
I do know a lot about a lot, though. That's the problem. I'm a pretty credible source on a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, and I'm usually fucking right. I can't really. The only times, no, I'm right all the time. Sometimes I just apologize because I don't want to fight with you. But for the most part, listen. For the most part, when it comes to the things that I know, I stand up for myself. I don't like, for example, when it comes to cutting hair, I don't try to give advice on cutting hair and how to get it done. Do I? Never. But when it comes to creating content and doing radio, I think I'm fucking great at it. If it comes to junk removal, great. I'm surprised that news stations in Massachusetts didn't call me to talk about the transfer station being searched over down at Peabody because I know about that shit. I know about trash. They should ask me this. Hey, is it possible to find something in a transfer station? and I can explain it to him. I'm a fucking expert.
Oh my
But anyways,
God.
listen, from the female point of view, give me an example of a time when somebody, other than me, because you do it to me all the time. And actually, you know what? This is how often I talk to my wife, and she doesn't give a fuck about what I'm saying. How do I know when you? How do you know?
Oh, I have like
How
a
do you
really
know
good.
when I've caught you not giving a fuck?
Oh, I literally will be texting or something. Like this morning you did it. And then you changed the subject and I was like, "Why did you do that?" And you were like, "Cuz I know you weren't paying attention."
Or I stop. I stop talking.
Yeah, and then I'm like, "No, I was listening. I got 3 words and I know the core words." I don't know what
You
we
didn't
were
know
talking
the
about.
core words. You were like,
All right,
oh,
can we stop? You're getting off topic.
all right. So
Is this
then,
your podcast or mine?
so somebody give me an example of a time someone was talking to you that that you knew they didn't have any clue what they were talking about, and you bounced.
Oh my God. So like when someone's doing stock talk with me, like whether it be like in my barber chair or whatnot, like like Anthony knows this about me because he's been with me for a long time, but I used to do like day trading all the time and it was like a big part of my life for years. And when someone like starts to talk about stocks and thinks they know like all the everything about, like I'm like, oh, like I just can't, like, or about the market, like we all know we tomorrow something could happen and it could change the market at the drop of a hat. No one knows what the market's going to do, period. I mean, unless you're Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Oh, that was a good one. I could have laughed at that. That was a good one. All right, next one. Being rude to waiters, to the help, to the help, because we got help. Being rude to can you call them waiters? I thought that wasn't allowed anymore. Being rude to the restaurant staff, to the waiter or the waitress at a restaurant. This is the number 3 why you get bounced. Would you bounce somebody for that? For those of you that just hopped on, what we're talking about is there are 10 things that you would get dumped for, and number 3 is if you're rude to a waiter, a girl might dump you. Go ahead on.
All right, so it depends on what the situation is. Like if your waiter's being like, which this never happens. Honestly, I think like I've been out to eat like half my fucking life. Has anyone ever like treated a waiter bad? No, I don't think this has ever happened. So it's like that's a mute point for me. So like that one's out, I guess, because I wouldn't allow that to happen, first of all. But like I've never even seen a guy treat a waiter or a waitress like that.
Well, what if they did? I guess the example is what if they did? Let's say we sat down to dinner.
Like if it's unwarranted, like if it's unwarranted and you're rude, then yeah, bye. There's the door. But like I don't think that would happen, Anthony.
You know, on a side note, when is it ever acceptable not to tip? You know, like let's say
No, you always
because you cut hair, right? You get tipped out. Let's say you had the worst cut ever. Should you still get tipped even though you had a shitty cut? You know, like if you just had and you know me, bad service to me means I don't have alcohol in front of me. As long as my
Yeah.
alcohol continues to get refilled, I'm fine. I don't give a fuck if we sit there for 10 hours and don't get our food. If I don't get booze, I'm pissed.
I will
So
say, can everyone like listen? If you're a waiter or waitress and you ever get Anthony at your table, just like pray to, because he's a really good tipper. Like, if anything, like I'm in the service industry and I get tipped for a living. This guy's like a fucking like he might talk like all this shit about himself, like, oh, I'm cheap, but he's like a good tipper. Sometimes I'm like, Anthony, that's too much. And he's like, no, she was, but it's so weird that it's always a girl.
now I tipped the guy at Drift a ton of money the other day. But it's because he brought my drinks. That's the deal. If I ever sit down in your restaurant, here's the deal. One or two. I'll give you the example. If I sit down and and every time my drink is coming to an end, you bring me another drink, you're gonna get a tip, and it's not gonna be a 20% tip, 50. I might even tip you a fucking 100%. Now, if I happen to be at your restaurant and I eat for free, because this has happened, and I did recently at Howl at the Moon when I went to the Pats game a while back, right? So I ate for free. I asked what the bill would have been, and I tipped that. That's what I tipped.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Next one. Let's do this.
That's what you're supposed to. All right, next one. Being overbearing or no. Living filthy. Number 4, if a dude lives filthy, lives like he's still at the frat house, how does that make you feel? You win, you out.
I don't care. Because you could always just like clean the house. Like you like
who?
that's
You?
not a that's
You?
not a main, like for me, that's not a deal breaker. That's what I'll say. It's not a deal breaker, no.
So if you go into a guy's house and he's got crap all over the place, he lives like a hoarder, you don't care if he's dirty.
Like hoarder, like that's different. But if
That's
you
filth.
like,
Living in
but
filth
if you
is
pee on
being
the
a hoarder.
toilet
He's got
seat,
fucking
like
mice
yeah, I'll
everywhere.
train you.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, if it's a different situation if you're a hoarder, but like if you're like pissing on the toilet seat or whatever, like yeah, I'll train you like real quick.
What,
Like you don't do that shit.
what if he pees in water bottles and there's water bottles all around his bed? What, no answer?
Yeah, why is there no answer, Anthony?
Because I used to do that when I was younger. I don't do that shit anymore. I do pee while I'm driving though in cups. That's for sure. Trucker bomb. Trucker bomb.
What? Oh my
Right.
god.
Next one is being overbearing. Somebody that's just overbearing.
But
You know, always.
can you
I
go-
guess overbearing meaning like up your ass, telling you what to do, where to go, how to live.
you don't know. Bye.
Why?
I think like the reason why like we've been together for so long is because we're very like we respect each other's space. Like, so I'm an only child, right? So like I want to be alone a lot of the time. And so does like Anthony is the same way. Like he needs his space and I need mine. And we respect that, right? So like if you're with someone that
Go ahead.
right,
Go ahead. I was just agreeing with you. I was fucking agreeing with
if
you. I
you're
love
with
my
someone
space.
that like constantly wants to be held and constantly like needs like affection, like I'm not that person. Like I've never have been. I'm a very secure person and so isn't Anthony. So I think that's why like we mesh so well because like we are very like we're the same person. So if I was with someone that was very like needy or very like overbearing and like pushy, like it definitely would not work.
Well, that covers the next one. The next one is being too clingy. Would you say in general, for women in general, don't like clingy guys and don't like guys that are jealous? Like, do you like being with a guy that's every second like, oh, what's that dude talking to you? Why are you looking
Yeah,
at that dude?
kind
Where
of.
the fuck? You do?
Yeah.
That's so not me.
Like I love I know. Like I like that. If I'm
Really?
being honest. Like I don't know, it makes you feel good. Like as a woman, like if you're like it depends though. Like, right? Like if you're like with someone for a while and like say like you guys go to a Christmas party or something and like a guy's talking to you and then like you see your guy like coming up and being like, come on, babe, like let's go over here. You're like, oh, he's definitely jealous. I was just
Wait a
talking
second.
to
Wait a
you.
second. Wait a second. I need to back this up. First off, I don't get fucking jealous. The second off, if I was
I
at a Christmas party,
know.
let me
And you
finish.
know that I'm
Let me
like,
fucking finish. Because if I was at a Christmas party and I thought some dude was disrespecting me, I wouldn't fucking walk over and be like, hey, babe, let's go. I go up to the guy and be like, bro, don't talk to my fucking chick.
no, you wouldn't.
I fucking would. I tell him straight up,
You
bro, don't talk to my fucking
no.
chick or you're going to get blasted.
No, he's lying.
Yes, I would.
Not true. Not true.
Yes, true.
If anything, this
150%.
is what you would do. If anything, this is what you do. You'd be like, "Oh, babe, why don't you go get his number?" Like that's what you would do because like you're so like, "Fuck you!" Like you'll push it like that much further, and I would too. Like if anything, I'm the most like I'm so jealous. Like I remember, and I'm just gonna go like
Oh,
I
right
don't
now,
even
if my
care.
phone, Kaylee's so jealous that right now, if my phone dinged and it was a text message, like, who's that?
Oh no, I do.
Who
I'm
is
like
that?
crazy,
Who?
and like so
Who just
like
messaged us? Who is that girl? Kaylee gets mad. So listen, I have a decent following, right? I mean, I've been canceled, but I had 30,000 followers on Facebook, had 100,000 followers on TikTok. And if some random girl goes, nice video, she's like, who is that? I'm like, I don't fucking know who that is.
it's cool.
Who? I don't know. It's fucking Billy Joel LLT 5600 from fucking God knows where. You know you get like that. I think jealousy sucks. I can't stand the jealousy end of it. It just means I feel like people are insecure if you're jealous, and I'm not an insecure person. I listen, honey, I love you, and I know
I'm
you
not
love me.
insecure either, but like I still get jealous. Like I still like I don't know. I don't know that it's you that I don't trust. I think it's the other person I don't trust. Because
Yeah,
there's so many fucking shitty people out there.
yeah, but shitty people are going to be shitty people. You have to trust that we can have this. We're going to start a beef here, guys.
No, we're not.
All right. Next one is dirty fingernails. So I'm guessing dirty hands. You know, like think about someone that's probably works in the trades and
Yeah,
know,
you can skip this one because I don't give a shit. Because like literally I'm in the trades. Like look at my nails. You're never gonna see me with fucking fake nails ever. Gross. Like I'm shampooing all day. I probably have like 10 guys' hairs underneath my fingernails right now.
Would you let a guy touch you though? Like, do I have to wash my hands or are you cool?
Are you kidding me? You like don't yeah, you work in a garbage.
I scratch my nuts all day. So
You
what?
work in a garbage can. You scratch your nuts. Why do you think I wipe your dick off before we have sex? Because I'm
What does that have? Wait a second. What does wiping my
Because you're
fucking?
like dirty. Because I'm always like,
No,
ew.
but I'm not fucking a trash can while I'm at work. Kay.
I
Like I
don't care.
don't
You put
fucking.
your hands on your pants and you scratch your balls. And where has your hands been? Hello?
All right.
Do the
Good enough.
math.
All right.
Thank
Bad
you.
teeth. Next one, number 8 is bad teeth. And by bad teeth doesn't mean bad breath. It means missing chiclets.
Oh
So,
my
and
God.
I know, listen, you've told me 100 times, if I start losing my front teeth, you're out. So I know you have some kind of an issue with it.
I did date a guy once, and I had no idea he had missing teeth. And one time my friend was like, "Yeah, he doesn't have any front teeth." And I was like, "What?" And I guess, like, I'm not gonna say any specifics, but yeah, I guess he had like inserts or
They call
whatever.
it a flipper. He had a flipper.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that's not what did it in. It was
You
something else."
bounced on him. You did. It's all right. It's
No.
weird. You don't want to date a hillbilly. I
No,
get
but I
it.
probably honestly, I probably wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing of it. If you don't have front chiclets and you don't get them fixed, because you can get an implant and you're a bum.
Yeah.
Like I have a tooth missing back here. There's a decent space, but you can't really see it unless I show you. If I was missing one of my front teeth, I would just pay the $5,000 to get a fucking fake one. I think it's ridiculous that they don't. So yeah, I'd be out on that. If you didn't get your chiclets fixed up front, hon, what am I? You'd make me buy it. You'd be like, you gotta buy me one. All right, next one is double texting. What it means by double texting, Kay, is so let's say I text you and then you don't reply, and then I text you again, and boom, because you haven't replied yet. How do you feel about that?
Again, like, it's all situational. If you're not into the person, then I'm not going to answer either way. But if I am, then I'm going to be like, ooh, like it's playing the game. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it absolutely pisses me. You know how I feel. I get nothing pisses me off more than when somebody texts you, and then by the second you get the text, if it's like simultaneous, if I'm sitting here right now and Kaylee texts me, it says, "Hey Aunt," and then I pick up the phone and I call her and she doesn't pick up, I'm fucking steaming. And then I will immediately write, don't act like you don't see me calling because you just fucking texted me. Then I will text, why the fuck do you have a telephone if you're not gonna pick up? Why am I? Oh, it drives me nuts. It doesn't have anything to do with double texting. Double texting is a pussy move. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's a bitch move.
All right, let's move on because I don't.
No. I got to get this out. I got to get this out. If you double text somebody, you're insecure and you're a baby. So you send out a text into the world. You send it to the person that you need to get in touch with. This is great advice for business. You send out something. Then you just chill. People are busy. They're doing stuff. Or they've looked at your text and decided, like, fuck, I don't really want to reply to this. I don't know what to say. Then hours later, hours and hours and hours later, after a sufficient amount of time, you text them something like, should I close the file? You text them something like, are you mad at me? They will fucking respond. It works 100 out of 100 times. And I know because I do it all the time with my business. When someone doesn't get back to me and they fucking owe me money, I will shoot something off like, is money a problem? Just like that. Is money a problem? They fucking call you right away because they got pride. They're like, oh, money's not a fucking problem. All right, last one. Talking about yourself in the third person. So I don't what does that mean? Like what third person would be like if I said like Spaz, Spaz is a really good guy, and Anthony Casiali also is.
Like, to be honest with you, if you're like, it's usually in a comedic fashion if you're doing something like that. So like, yeah, I fucking do it. But if it's not in comedic and you're a fucking weirdo, then no, bye.
Yes. What if it's not comedic? That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like if you sit
no,
down.
I'm all set with like. I think you know this about me. It's all about personality. I don't like, and it. Listen, I think you're good looking, Anthony, but it's about personality for me. You have to make me laugh. You have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to have confidence. Like if you don't have those things, bye. And I think that goes for a lot of women. I think the number one thing that men are missing is the ability to have confidence no matter what, and to be like comfortable in your own skin. Like, and I'll admit myself, I'm so uncomfortable, and like I love myself, but like, can you see me like adjusting everything and playing with my hair and being like, oh, my fucking double chin is showing on this, like how do I not have my double chin show? Like that is like so unattractive. Like just fucking be confident.
All right, before we go, of all the things on the list that bother you, right? Well, I mean, you could say you're number one if you want, but that's not the question. Of let's say you have a list of all these things that bother you, but the guy has money. And I'm not talking like fake money. I'm not like, ooh, the dude's got like, oh, you know, you know what? We're not talking he has annuity money. He works in the union. We're talking he's got Elon Musk type of money. His dad happens to be Elon Musk, but he smells like shit, has bad breath, has no fucking teeth. Obviously, this would never happen. If his dad was Elon Musk, he wouldn't have bad breath, bad teeth, and all that shit because they could fix it. But let's just say he was the absolute opposite of everything you wanted, but he had the loot.
Wait, so is this like single Kaylee or is this like
Yes, fucking single, right? I guess it's right now, Kaylee. Elon Musk comes in and says, "Hey, I want to get you pregnant."
I don't know. Can we take one for the team on this one? Can we? What would you say? Would you? Let me ask you because I know you to a T. If I was like, no, I'm committed to a guy, would you be like, fuck you, you're fucking him?
I mean, I don't know if I would say it like that, but I would probably sit down and say, hey, wait a second. We need to have a discussion here. What's the monetary value
of
this
pregnancy
situation? Well, it's like, is it Joe versus the Volcano? No, that's Joe versus, what was that movie with it? What was the movie? Was it Nicolas Cage or something like Indecent Proposal? Or I don't know. No, it wasn't. I don't know what you're talking about. It was some movie where a wife got put up for like $1 million and the husband and the wife agreed to go do it. I'll have to look it up. But no, here's the, I mean, you have to think about it like this. And I'm not even trying to be a dick. Life-changing money. If it was Elon Musk and the guy's like, yo, hey, I'm going to give you fucking $1 billion, I'd have to step out of the way for my daughter. Because then I'd be like, well, all right, well, my daughter Presley's going to be fucking loaded, dude. Like, I mean, what the fuck? How do I not? I'm just saying. I'm not, like, now I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Wait, can I ask you?
Yeah.
Can I ask you the same question?
I would defer to you. No, you know what? The answer. No, I'll give you the real answer. You want to know the real?
Real? Like, don't lie.
No. I'm going to give you the real answer. I'm dead serious. I would say no, and I'll tell you why. And you'll know the answer as soon as I say it. Because I believe that I'm going to be rich. I believe I'm going to be a millionaire. I believe I was put on this earth to change the trajectory of the Pazziali family to take it to the next level. So I would say no. I absolutely not. But I wouldn't judge anybody for taking it. Just for me, I would look at it and be like, nah, dog, I'm gonna fucking get that myself. I'm a beast. I'm a fucking beast. All right. Anything else you want to add before we scoot, babe?
I don't think so.
Cheeky by Kaylee. Check it out.
Thanks for listening, you guys. Thanks for having me on the podcast, Aunt.
Oh, of course, honey. If you need junk removal, reach out to me. Go to takejunk.com. I need some work. I'll take it, man. And buy something on Cheeky. Valentine's Day's coming. Oh, all right, guys.